Hi guys, it's Kiarko here, back with another speed build. Today we're going to be building a rooftop gym. I actually built a gym not too long ago, but recently I downloaded like a lot of new gym stuff and I just kind of wanted to give it another go. And honestly, I'm so happy with how this one turns out. It's actually like super bougie. That kind of happens a lot with my builds. I mentioned this in my build the other day, but I tend to build pretty like bougie luxury builds. So this is definitely not your average gym. I mean, obviously it's on a rooftop, so that's like a whole different situation than a usual gym. And like I said, definitely a bougie place, definitely a place that like the membership fees are like super pricey. It's probably very exclusive. I'm not quite sure why it's on a rooftop other than I just thought that would be like a cool location for a gym. Maybe this like gym specifically caters to like the people who live in this building, or maybe it's like, I don't know. I really don't know why it's on a rooftop or how it like connects to the building underneath it, but the point is it's a very fancy, expensive gym. It has beautiful views like all around, so you can, while you're working out, you're on your treadmill or whatever, you can stare out, at the city skyline. It's just absolutely stunning and beautiful. And that was kind of the selling point of like this gym location for me. It was just the views you would get while you were working out. But yeah, so the what's the word? Aesthetic. The aesthetic that we're kind of going for. It's like a mix of industrial and like upscale luxury. And I know it's kind of weird. I mean, when we get to the inside, start doing the interior, you'll have a better idea what I mean. But I'm pretty happy with this. So let me know if you guys have any, of course, specific name ideas for this gym, because right now it's just called Rooftop Gym, and that's not very specific. You guys always come up with really fun, cool names, so of course let me know if you have any name ideas. One of my favorite features of this build right off the bat is this huge like window we have on the right here. It just looks like a giant like hole in the wall. I just really wanted to have like one large, like uninterrupted view of the city skyline, and in that room is actually where we're gonna have like all our treadmills lined up. So while you're on the treadmill, you can look out and you just have nothing in front of you but the beautiful city. So that's why I had that huge window right there. And here's our little gym logo sign thing. Obviously with the, what's it called? The weights, the dumbbells, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so and then we have this big sign up front. So as we get into this build, I just wanted to talk about, what's the word? Working out, and exercise and all that stuff, because I've been thinking about it a lot recently because, well, I mean, frankly, I'm just getting a little older. Like, I'm not old. I mean, hopefully I have a very long time left in my life. But time is passing, and I'm no longer 18 anymore. I'm in my 20s. I'm older. Like, at some point in my life, I'll be in my 30s and my 40s, and then, just the rest of my life ahead of me. And recently, I've just been thinking about, my body and being in shape, because, like, I'm incredibly out of shape. Like, I get winded climbing up a set of stairs, and that's not cool. Like, I want to be a healthy person. I want to be someone who's, I don't necessarily think that I'm, like, extremely unhealthy, because I eat pretty well, but I don't, like, have a lot of muscle strength, if that makes sense. But like, I don't know, I've been thinking about it a lot recently, because this has kind of happened a lot in my life, like multiple times, where I'm like, you know what, this is the year, this is the day, this is the month, I'm gonna finally like start working out, I'm gonna form this habit, and that's like, I'm gonna do it. And I say this a lot to like my friends and the people around me, to the point where whenever I say it now, they don't really believe me anymore, because I've said that so many times and then I just don't follow through. So I'm hoping maybe this year, this New Year's, it'll be like my New Year's resolution for next year, to just like actually start to like at least get like 30 minutes, every day or every other day at least, whatever the recommended is by the doctors in the world, whatever the recommended amount is, that's what I'm going to try to do, because I'm definitely not getting like the minimum right now. And that's not good. That's not a good thing. I want to be a healthy person. I want to improve my body and my quality of life, and hopefully extend my life, right? Because I've been recently like thinking about how, my lifespan, hopefully, like if everything goes as planned and there's no crazy accidents or random illnesses or anything like that, hopefully I have a very long life ahead of me, and I kind of have control, for me personally, I kind of have control over my lifespan, right? Like if nothing crazy happens to me, the amount that I take care of my body is definitely in correlation with hopefully how long I'll be living. And currently I'm not really taking care of my body that well, and I want to be someone who can, go on runs and go on hikes and do all these things. And I don't know. I think honestly it's kind of a, what's the word? it's a problem of the new digital computer age, because most of my day I'm sat behind a desk on the computer, obviously, because you guys can see I build a lot. I play The Sims a lot, and I do other things too. You know, I have schoolwork and I have other things I like to do on the computer. But that kind of lends itself to having a very sedimentary lifestyle, right? Like, I don't actually get up and move around a lot. And it sucks. Like, I've mentioned to you guys before that I'm a biker, or I'm a cyclist, so at least I get sometimes some exercise, though it has been a lot colder recently, so I've been biking a lot less, so I don't even think that that's really contributing that much. I don't know. If you guys have any like any tips or you know, advice to how to get into shape when you're someone who's like never been in shape in your entire life, I would greatly appreciate it, because I'm honestly trying. I'm gonna actually like try. I'm gonna really try you know, this year or this upcoming year, and like try to get into shape. I don't know. And I guess this build kind of inspired me to do that, because I was like, you know what, the gym can be a pretty cool place. Which, you know, I didn't think that it was uncool before. It just, I always have like a lot of anxiety when it comes to gyms. And I think that's part of the reason why I never worked out that much, is because like the idea of going to a gym, and like when I actually went to a gym, I just got a lot of anxiety, just like being around people who are more fit than me, being around people who knew how to do exercise like better than me, because I'm not very graceful either, right? So like I don't even think I have proper form half the time when I'm trying to, I don't know, like do a squat or something. It just is kind of an intimidating environment, right? So I think that kind of lended itself to my avoidance of exercise in my life. So maybe I'll try working out more at home, I think would be my solution to that. It's just so I don't have to like leave the comfort of my space. So I don't have to be, you know, self-conscious or insecure when I work out, which I think is a pretty common thing. I think a lot of people feel that way, which is probably why a lot of people avoid working out as well. But yeah, and you know what the other thing is I've been thinking a lot about how to form the habit of working out, right? Because habit forming is not really an easy thing. Well, one of the pieces of advice I recently heard was that the best way to adopt a new habit is to do it alongside another habit that you already have, right? So that way, like you're already, you're just adding something on to a routine that you already do, right? So for example, I could maybe every time I brush my teeth, maybe I could do like 5 sit-ups, right? Because I already have the habit of brushing my teeth before I go to bed every night. And if I start, you know, doing sit-ups alongside that, then maybe I'll start forming the habit of doing sit-ups all the time. That's just an example off the top of my head. I actually haven't started doing that yet. But that's an idea that I have that maybe I should start doing, you know, like forming habits alongside other habits. That's actually a pretty good one, the sit-ups with the brushing the teeth thing. Maybe I'll do that. But that's the only like advice that I can think of right now that I need to adopt. But if you guys have any tips, of course, please let me know. I think our health is important. I mean, I think this year, or these past 2 years now, more than ever, have proven to me at least that I should be taking a lot more care of my body, as much as I can, you know, as much as within my ability to do. You know, to just hopefully, I don't know, live a longer life and be more in shape, you know, have a better chance of survival, because I would like to live a long time. I like my life. I love my life. And I love The Sims. Not that The Sims is what's keeping me alive, but I certainly very much would like to play this game for a lot longer amount of time. And I want to live to see The Sims 5, you guys. Like, I really do. And who knows when that's going to come out. Anyways, so I totally glossed over this entire build while I was talking about that, but it's just been something on my mind recently. And this channel is like my, what's the word? Like my vent stream. It's the place where I can just say whatever I want, or not whatever I want, but like I can communicate with you guys and have an audience, or not an audience, I don't like that word. Have a community of people who I can, you know, talk to and share these ideas with, and we can all bond over, you know, the core thing of these videos, which is The Sims and building and architecture and design and art and all these cool things. And on top of that, we can talk about our lives and what's going on. And I don't know. I just think that this channel is a great way for me and for you guys to hopefully, you know, get out of our shells a little bit, because I definitely have a shell in real life, and talk to each other more about, you know, what's going on with us, and, you know, and even if you just want to talk about just the game, then let's just talk about the game, because I will talk about the game for hours on end, because I love this game. Anyways, so back to the build. Finally, this build does actually have a little cafe in it, so when you are, you know, you're done with your morning workout or whatever, you can stop by, get a coffee on your way out. I feel like they probably, You know, I don't know if a cafe was the best choice because I feel like more of like a snack bar would have been better. Because people, I don't think that like espressos and coffee and like caffeine is really like a good part of working out. I might be wrong, but I feel like you should generally like go more on the like the water, energy drink, you know, high protein snack route rather than the, you know, sugary coffee drink route when you're working out. So maybe this wasn't like the most logical choice, but it definitely is a cute one. I love this cafe. I think it's so adorable. I guess the main idea was that if you're coming here in the morning, like you could like stop, you could like work out, and then after your workout you could shower, and then grab a coffee and like do some work maybe here. So it could like also function as that kind of space as well. So your whole morning can kind of like take place in this gym, which is a very bougie concept, but like I said, it's a very bougie gym. Definitely a lot of celebrities and rich people come in here to get their coffee and their workout in the morning. I'm actually not a coffee drinker. I think I mentioned this before. Like caffeine, I can't. If you give me caffeine, it's like giving like crack to a rabbit. Like I can't. Like I go absolutely insane. Like my heart beats super fast. I get a lot of anxiety when I'm on caffeine. I don't know why. It just makes me kind of shaky and nervous. And then I just like, I don't know. It's not good for me. I'm not a caffeine person. I can't do it. That being said, I am a sugar person. I love sugary drinks like frappuccinos and smoothies, and I don't know. I really like sugary drinks, but I cannot do caffeine. That's just me. I don't know. Let me know about you guys. If you're a caffeine queen, or if you're just a caffeine avoider like me. Yeah, anyways, so the last part of this build that we're gonna finish up here is the entrance area. So it's kind of like a little reception. So we do have this little waiting area here, though I don't really know why you would need to wait at a gym. I guess it's like if you're meeting someone and you're just waiting for them, or maybe you're waiting for them to like update your, I don't know, your gym membership or something like that. It's just a little area to sit down and just chill for a little bit. And we have this beautiful staircase that I adore. It's a beautiful staircase. And that leads up to our second floor where you guys saw we had, you know, all our exercise equipment. And then we're gonna put in another logo because this place is very heavy-handed on the branding, I must say. There's a lot of brands everywhere. And then this little outdoor space, basically what I do with this is we actually turn it into a mini track, so you can run around. It is a very, very mini track, like it's kind of small, but you know, it's something. You at least have this outdoor space where you can jog around a little bit. Anyways, that is the build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this build. Gyms, for some reason, are actually just really fun to build because they're just very simple in terms of like functionality. Like it's very obvious what you need. You just need the machine equipment and just like certain spaces. But there's so many different things you could do with the gym. There's so many different styles and aesthetics. That being said, I do think this one is probably a little bit similar in aesthetic to the last gym I did. Just maybe a little bit more bougie and elevated. But let me know what you guys think, and of course let me know if you guys have any name ideas or if you would work out here. This seems like a gym I would come to, but like I said, I get gym anxiety, so maybe not, especially if there's a bunch of rich fancy celebrities here. But that view is absolutely beautiful, so maybe I'll be convinced. Anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.